and Sayles actually met, and we didn't even know Porter and Sayles was going to happen until almost 8 years later.
I was young at the time, and I was just learning how to play. And so we met up, and we realized that we both play in the same town, and then she was actually moving into that town as well. And from there, she would join on some of my gigs, and I would join on some of her gigs. And it just slowly blossomed without any kind of force.
Working as a duo can be really fun, but it can also be challenging too, because you kind of have to leave your ego at the door, and spending time outside of making music is a really great thing because you get to know the person and understand, and that just builds on your storytelling qualities and things like that, which is really important as a live performer. You know, you have to be honest with each other and say, you know, whether it's about your playing or whether it's about, you know, how something is being sung, and, you know, we're not afraid to be that way with each other, and I think that's why we are where we are now and hopefully have, you know, a great journey ahead of us. We just have fun together. I think that's why this relationship has really worked.
So Porter and Sayles' sound was semi-originated through my individual music and her individual music, which is very singer-songwriter, and it's a bit pop and it's a bit folk.
Having such diverse genre backgrounds, you know, basically rooted in pop, but then also throwing in country and, for myself, jazz and a little bit of soul music as well. It just has kind of evolved into this thing that, you know, Christian had his solo stuff and I had mine, and they just kind of blended together.
We changed instruments like every song, basically. One time she'll be playing mandolin, I'll playing guitar, and then we'll literally switch the instruments between each other. And I'll bring out stomp boxes and tambourines and all these eclectic instruments of this folk to pop basis. We're still growing as a duo, so we're still finding through the recording process little nicks and knacks that we like and that we're gonna strive for, and things that, yeah, we never knew would come out of us, and we love it. Currently we're in the studio and we're working on between 10 to 15 songs of music, and hopefully the album will be released within this year, maybe in the summer, and we're really working hard on it, and it's blossoming very naturally, which is absolutely incredible.
I started singing when I was in kindergarten, and my kindergarten teacher saw something there and she got me to start singing, and then I started playing the guitar when I was about 10. I told my dad I wanted to learn, and so he got me a little starter guitar and started taking lessons. I dream of playing on a stage where I really can connect with my audience. That's always the main goal, and I don't really care if that's a stadium or it's a small theater. I think as a performer, when you feel like your audience is really being part of the performance with you, then you've met your goal. So I don't really know size-wise what that looks like for me, I just know what it feels like.
So the greatest performance that I've ever had was actually on season 4 of The Voice. I flew out to Los Angeles and performed in front of not only 200 people, but cameras that broadcasted out to millions of people. The experience and the overwhelming adrenaline that came into play just made it a memorable moment that I'll never forget. One of the most valuable things that I've learned from being on The Voice is that you just gotta have fun. And that's the great thing about music too, is that you can have fun and still have a career in this industry.
Porter and Sayles, we just like to mix everything up, but I would say we're heavier on the pop folk end. We like to, kind of blend that sound. And with the two of us, one usually playing mandolin and the other one playing guitar, we can kind of blend those sounds together. It's really fun.